I just had like a gay hate crime against me. And I'm fully heterosexual. I'm sitting outside, legs crossed, wrists doing what they're doing. I'm with a very femme-presenting trans baddie. We're kicking it, and this black man walks by and he's like, this nigga got his fucking toes out. I'm like, yeah, you like him? He doesn't say anything. He walks in the store. He comes back out the store and proceeds to look at me again and shake his head like in utter disgust. So I pull the other toes out. I'm like, I got the other ones out for you too. He's like, nah, bro, don't do that. Now, I don't know what's going on in his colonized ass brain that what he perceives me to be, but I'm never taking shit from anybody, so I'm popping that shit back, and I'm like, nah, bro. He like, don't be disrespectful. I'm like, bro, that was you. You came to me with this shit. The brother proceeds to get into his car. His pop-ass white girlfriend waving at me. I know who you are. And then he says, nah, bro, don't end up like Corey Ruiz out here. Corey Ruiz is a black man that was unalived by police on the very same block that we were just sitting on. And this black man used the death of him to say what he would do to me because his heterosexuality, which clearly is a performance, was challenged. And he invoked all of this by staring at my toes. And in pretty much a disgust of himself because maybe he was getting a little hard looking at a trans baddie and me with my toes out sitting like this, that he had to threaten my life by using another black man's life that was just unalived by police on that block 3 weeks ago.
Yes, and he did all that because he gay. Yes, and he has a foot fetish, and he wanted to suck your toes. I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. Because why mention your feet in the first place? He could have just went into the store, the DL man, got what he needed, and then got back in the car with his girl and drove off into the sunset. But no, instead of doing that, he said, you know what? I'm aroused. You got me aroused because you got your feet out, and I like feet. But nobody knows. I'm DL about it. I'm gay about it, but DL about it. And so now I have to, be all macho and masculine because I don't want nobody to think that I'm gay. Because see, DL men, they know that they are gay, right? That they're attracted to men, but they think that other people can see the gay on them. So what they'll do is, because they're so worried about somebody seeing the gay on them, they'll act macho and homophobic, and they'll think that that showy display of fake masculinity and macho-ness is going to make people think that they're straight, or that people are not going to think that they are attracted to other men, when that's exactly what it is. They actually give themselves away when they act like this. I don't even know why they even would do this. And then the fact that his girlfriend is non-black lets me know also that he's more than likely DL, because a lot of times men who date interracially, they date into women of other cultures different from their culture or their race. It's because they know that those women are naive to them and their ways. See, nobody knows the ways of a black man more than a black woman does, because she's a black woman. She has black relatives. She went to black school with black boys, and she has cousins and sons and nephews and brother and boyfriend and husband or ex-husband, father and uncle and granddaddy. Like, she knows all generations and all ages of black men she's seen in her whole life. So she's gonna know if something is off sexually with a man that she's dating, something is off with his behavior, it's weird, she can't really explain it. She could just tell, like, okay, this man's probably not straight, he probably gay, he probably like other men, or like some trans or something like that, because this is just not what I'm used to seeing. It's different, right? A lot of times they can pick up on that sort of thing, but a non-black woman, no, she is. It's gonna be much harder for her to pick up on those signs because she's not used to dealing with those men. She doesn't have those men in her family. She might have never had dated a black man before, or something like that, or maybe she's dated a couple, but it's like, she doesn't really know them through and through like that, So he could be DL and she won't even know. And of course, a lot of them, not all of them, non-black women, but they'll be on that, oh, I'm the preference, all black men want me because of my hair texture and my skin tone. And, I can create a soft black child that he always covets, right? The mixed race child. A lot of them they kind of feed into that, and that's which is another reason why a lot of these DL black men target them, because it makes them easy targets, because they could tell, like, if you are feeding into that narrative, the interracial promotion that you see on TV or in corn and stuff like that. So like these DL men, they know who to target when they choosing these women. So it's easy for these DL black men to hoodwink and bamboozle these non-black women, and play them out and stuff, because she thinking, oh, I'm being worshipped, he's worshiping me, and he like, yeah, I want you to think that, while he's cheating off with other men, Nope, she'll think like, oh, I got this masculine man. He say he's straight. I'm gonna just believe it because he said, okay, and I'm just gonna go with it, right? But see, a black woman not gonna go for that. So they seek out these other women of other races, like, yeah, um, I'm gonna I'm gonna be able to fool her real good, So that's pretty much where that comes from. And also, I think that this black man probably is attracted to his features too, because a lot of black men, we know a lot of this is the look that a lot of black men go for in women. So there was also an attraction there. So he has the features that a lot of black men are attracted to. Not saying all, but a lot of black men are attracted to his look, and he had his toes out. So it was just a double whammy. And he was sitting next to a trans woman, talking to trans and having a conversation, minding his business. So it was a lot of energy, a lot of LGBTQ energy, that just turned the DL man on, and he just had to comment. He was mad about it because he got aroused by it. So he just got mad about it. He said, you know what? Oh, I got to say something because this is too much. These DL men, they will ruin everybody's evening. They will just destroy everything and everybody in their path, and make everybody in their path miserable because they just want to be with a man, okay, or a trans woman. Okay, they just want D. That's it. That's it. At the end of the day, they want that Bucci cat. Okay, and in this case, this man wanted some toes, I guess. Okay. Whatever. But this is just so random. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because a lot of times this needs to be made clear. I just want to get this message out that when these men are homophobic, they're gay, okay? When they're transphobic, they're trans attracted. That's just what it is, okay? At the end of the day, because a real straight man is not going to be worried about another man's feet. They're not going to be worried about what another man does with his eggplant. They don't care. In fact, they love it when it's a man that's gay because, well, it's less competition for them, for women, because they know, okay, this man is gay. So it's like, okay, well, he clearly don't want do what I want. We don't want with the women. So I don't got to worry about him around my girl. I don't got to worry about him being a source of competition for me to get some poom poom, okay? Because he ain't on that. And as long as he not being disrespectful and, he not affecting my money or whatever I got going on, they don't care. These real straight men don't care. But see, like I said, it's a lot of men out here who are cosplaying as straight. There's a lot of fake straight men walking around in these streets, fooling women and using women as a cover. Yes, ladies. And they, the zest comes out. It comes out in spurts. And this man, he acted all macho and fake macho because his girl was there too. He was in front of his girl. So here he is about to get in a car with his girl, but here he is getting aroused by another man's feet. And I guess, exotic. This is an exotical man. He had to perform some macho-ness to kind of like get those thoughts and stuff, beat those thoughts out of his brain, That's the way. But it's not going to go anywhere. He's still going to be thinking about it later. So it was kind of pointless to do all of this. He would have just been better off minding his business, going to the store, getting what he needed, and then just walking out, because that's how a normal straight man would act. That's how they would move. But see, again, we're not dealing with a 100% straight man. We're dealing with a bunch of DL men walking around. Okay, yes, that's what we're dealing with in 2026. Yes. And, the fact that he was sitting next to a trans woman, I would have thought that she would have been the target. But nope. He actually, this man was the target of all of the verbal abuse. So, yeah, this more than likely just a man who's gay, He's just like other men, what I'm saying? Absolutely. And so, but this man, and he not even gay, but he perceived him as gay, I guess, because, well, he, I guess, you know how what they say about like light skinned black men or whatever, they think that they soft, and that's wrong. They should not be saying that about just because of the way somebody look just determine their sexuality. You know, it shouldn't be that. But that's just how it is in the black community. You know, when you light, you soft. When you dark skin, you hard. And this goes with the women too. You know, it's sad. It's sad. It really is sad. You know. Anyway, let me know down in the comment section what you think about all of this. Do you think that that was a DL man that crossed this man's path, or you think that that was a straight man? That's how normal straight men behave. They, you know, they normally get offended by a man having his feet out and relaxing. You can't make this up. You just cannot make any of this nonsense up with these DL men and their antics. They're crazy, wacky antics. All right, girl, comment, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know who it is up in these YouTube streets causing a mess for these DL men. Okay, putting you on, girl. Like, comment, share, subscribe now. All right, let us know your thoughts about this crazy situation. Zesty DL is in the building. All right, let us know what you think. You know, I love it when you comment. All right, bye.